Okay. So good evening. My name is Amina Shirin. Okay, today I'm your food safety trainer. Okay, so are you attending this class first time? No. Not before, lot of times? Everybody more than 3? Two. More than 3. So no issues here. We are going to discuss about very basic things about food safety. Okay, that means you all are food handlers. So if you want to work as a food handler in Dubai, you need this basic food safety certificate. Okay, that's why Dubai municipality made this class compulsory for all the food handlers in Dubai. Those who are handling food, they need this basic food safety certificate. Okay, and for getting this certificate, the first thing is you need to attend a 3 hours class. Okay, starting from 6:30 to 9:30. Okay, and also after this session, we have an exam. Exam is very easy, online exam, online. I will share one link to your WhatsApp. So you can do your exam in that link. And the exam is very easy. It's a pictorial exam. Just need to click the pictures, you know, right? Just need to click the pictures, and majority of the pictures is from this slide. If you have any doubts during the session, you can ask no issues. Clear? So we can start. So you all are food handlers, right? So you know what is your main responsibility as a food handler? आपका main duty क्या है? Main responsibility.
Main responsibility हमारा सही से product customer को.
That means
सही product safe.
It's safe product सही customer को. That means customer safety, right? Provide safe food for the customers. That is the main responsibility of a food handler. For that, what are things you need to do? To provide safe food, what are things you need to do?
Maintain the hygiene.
Yes, personal hygiene is very important, right? The first most important thing is personal hygiene. So personal hygiene should be there. Okay, and the second one is what? Are you using hairnet? Sometimes time of delivery.
No.
If you are entering into a kitchen or entering into a food company, you need to wear hairnet, right? Mask. Sometimes gloves. Sometimes safety shoes. Uniform. They all are coming under what? PPE. What does it mean by PPE? PPE means what? PPE. There's no markers. Yes. So you know what is mean by PPE? Personal protective equipment. Okay, PPE means personal protective equipment. Hairnet, mask, gloves, apron, safety shoes, even our uniform, all are coming under PPE. So wearing proper PPE should be there. And you know what is mean by FIFO? FIFO. First in, first out. And what is mean by FEFO? FEFO क्या है? FEFO. FIFO means first in, first out. FEFO means first expiry, first out. Okay, for example, in supermarket and out, in the first row, they are arranging first expired item, right?
Yeah.
Why? As a part of stock clearance or as a part of stock rotation. Okay, so FIFO or FIFO should be applicable as a part of stock rotation. Sure question for the exam. In exam, they will ask what is stock rotation and they will give you 3 products. So you need to choose which product you need to remove first. Clear? Okay. and proper temperature control system should be there, right? For example, if you are transporting any chilled item, you need to transport in chiller vehicle. If you are transporting any frozen food, you need to transport in freezer vehicle. And you know what is the minimum cooking temperature in Dubai? That's not related to you, but these are the basic things, right? So you know what is the minimum cooking temperature in Dubai? It is 75 degrees Celsius. Okay, minimum cooking temperature in Dubai is 75 degrees Celsius. We need to cook the food at least 75. Clear? And you heard about allergen? What is meant by allergen? Some food items are coming under allergen category, right? Okay, some food items are coming under allergen category. That means if we eat some food, we have some kind of issues, right? Like itching, redness, vomiting. Why? Because of some kind of allergen food. So it's our duty to properly manage allergen. That means proper separation should be there. Never mixer. Allergen with non-allergenic food. Clear? And proper waste management system should be there, right? Waste management. Are you park your vehicle near the waste? Waste basket? No, right? Or waste bin? No, right? Because you are transporting the food. So proper pest management also good. Because you are transporting the food, if you are parked your vehicle near the dustbin, the pest will attract to your vehicle. So proper pest management system should be also good. So these all are the topics that are related to food safety, and these all are we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, so complete definition of food safety means to ensure safety of the food at the time of handling, preparing, serving, storing, and even transportation of the food to protect the customer from illness or hazard. That's a complete definition of food safety. And these all are the topics we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, so we can move to the slides. So first is a small introduction about this Ensure. You heard about this Ensure before? Ensure group of companies. No? That means this training is provided by this Ensure group. I am from Ensure group. In exam, you need to fill the training center name as Ensure. You hear me? It's good. Chai timber. Right? Kalman, sir, Kalman. Then. Okay. So first is a small introduction about Ensure group of companies. Okay. So this Ensure is started in 2016. So Ensure is started in 2016, first in Dubai, and we have a branch in Sharjah. And currently, more than 60 staffs are working under this Ensure group of companies. Okay, and these are some of our services. That means apart from this food safety training, we are doing the pest control services, water tank cleaning, building cleaning, event management, mystery shopping. These all are the services that are provided by Ensure group of companies apart from this training activities. And these are some of our certificates or permits for doing that. And here we are going to discuss about 4 units. 4 very, very small units. Okay, and after 2 units, I will give you a short break, a 10 minutes break. Okay? A small tea break.
Going to break.
Oh, we continue class? Okay, okay. So first unit is about a small introduction about the Dubai Municipality Food Safety Department. That means we all are working under Dubai Municipality Food Safety Department, right? So we need to know what are the basic things. that are coming under Dubai Municipality Food Safety Department. Okay, so mainly the Food Safety Department of Dubai consists of 4 sections. 4 sections are there under Dubai Municipality Food Safety Department. And the first one is, for example, नया company open करने के लिए permit चाहिए, right? Okay, so this first section will provide you the permit or guideline for your new organization. Okay, and the second one is food inspection section. Have you heard about Baladia inspection? The municipality inspection. You face any inspections here? In your company? Or no? Sometimes. So I don't think they will check. Your duties in Dubai? So here you are in Dubai. You are no? Okay, how many are from Abu Dhabi? Okay. Then Sharjah?
No one.
Gujarat? Double K. Okay, so after that you need to put your vehicle here.
Everything.
Every day. So morning, the duty time is what? 7. 5.
Different. But what then coming, I don't know. Maybe 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
That is Dubai road, right? Okay. So Dubai municipality inspection. So you need permit, right? If you are working Dubai or if you are working Abu Dhabi, your vehicle need a permit, right? Permit should be there. Otherwise, what happens? Fine. Okay. So that means Dubai inspections are very, very strict. Okay. For example, they are coming inspection to your company. What happens? They will check everything. Okay, they will check all your vehicles and they will check all the workers have some kind of certificates. Okay, how you are storing the food, how we are handling the food, check the labels. Okay, everything, check the reports and documents, everything they will check. They satisfy the grade, the inspection grade will be good. Otherwise, if they are noticing any kind of major food safety issues, any major issues, some kind of fine or penalty will be there, right? The inspection part is coming under the second section, that is food inspection section. And the third one is food trade control section. That means their main duty is to check the food that is coming into the city and going out of the city. Okay? And you heard about OHC card? In the OHC, what is OHC? Yes. You know what's the full form of OHC? Occupational Health Certificate or Occupational Health Card. Okay, to work as a food handler in Dubai, you need this OHC. Okay, if you are health-wise okay in that certificate, they will written as fixed in green color, right? Otherwise, you can't work as a food handler in Dubai. Here, the last one is food studies and system section. That means all the food related studies and food related testings all are coming under the portal. So you need to know that under Dubai municipality, how many sections are there? 4. That's what. 4 sections. Okay. And the next is some of the food regulations. So as a basic food safety, you need to know what is food code. You heard anything about food codes? Food codes. You heard? Food code. Simple. Food code means it's a book. It's a rule book. That means all the food related rules and regulations in Dubai is written in a book. Okay? That book is known as food code. That means food संबंधित पूरा rules and regulation. This food code में detail. Okay, for example, we say as per food code, cooking temperature in Dubai should be this. According to food code, the chiller temperature should be this. According to the food code, the food handler need to dress up like this. According to the food code, we need to do. That means all the food related things we are saying based on what? Food code. That's why food code is known as what? main reference for food. So what is food court? It's a main reference book. It's a main reference. That is what food court. Never forget. Food court is what? It's a kind of a rule book. Pura food related or food something rules and regulations is written in this food code. That's why food code is known as what? Main reference for food section. Clear? And it's PDF. Okay? It's available in internet. If you are just searching food code in Google, you can download the latest version of this book. Okay? Fine. And the next is some of the online food related websites. Okay, these all are online food related websites. And among them, the last one is the most important. What is the last one? Foodwatch. Foodwatch, right? You heard anything about Foodwatch? This one is Foodwatch. Foodwatch. Food code means what? Food code? Food code क्या है? Food code? It's a main reference book, right? Foodwatch is a what? Is a website. It's an online food related website. That means all the food companies in Dubai or all the food related companies in Dubai, all the companies who have a connection with a food company should be registered in Foodwatch. Clear? For example, your TRANSMED is a food company, right? It's a food industry, right? So this TRANSMED should be registered in this website, in this Foodwatch. If you are searching your company name in this Foodwatch, you will get the license number and activities, everything you will get from this Foodwatch. Okay? And this Ensure group. He said that the Ensure is providing you the training, right? So this Ensure is also registered in Foodwatch because this Ensure have a connection with a food company, right? So this Ensure is also in the Foodwatch. And your suppliers. We have a lot of suppliers, right? We are buying the food from lot of suppliers. So that suppliers also in this Foodwatch. Okay, so Foodwatch is a food related website. Okay, clear? And also you know this training is going on through the Foodwatch. That means your company requests your names for training through this website. I accept, and when you came here, I confirm your names with your Emirates ID number. And after the session, I said the exam will be there, right? So I will upload your marks in this Foodwatch. And this Foodwatch will give you the certificate number. Okay, because it's the Dubai municipality training. So we need a proof, right? You also need a proof, right? Certificate number is given by this Foodwatch platform. Okay, fine. And also daily, your company need to upload all the activities in this Foodwatch. Okay, you are informing municipality through this Foodwatch. Okay, so daily, you know who is PIC?
Yes.
PIC means what? Who is PIC? PIC. Person in charge. Supervisor. The food handler need to take basic food safety training, right? Likewise, supervisors need to take PIC training, person in charge training. That's why that supervisor is known as PIC. So, the duty of the PIC to upload all the daily activities in Foodwatch. Clear? If you are not doing, what will happen? At the time of inspection, it becomes an issue. They will ask why you are not updating the activities in Foodwatch. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Fine, right? So Foodwatch means what? It's an online food related website, food website. Clear? So now you're getting an idea about the Foodwatch, right? Okay. So you know Facebook has a logo, right? What is the logo of the Facebook? F. And are you up to Instagram? What is the logo of the Instagram? It's like a camera, right? Likewise, this Foodwatch also have a logo. Did you see this one? That is the logo of the Dubai Municipality Footwatch website. What are things you can see from this logo?
Spoon.
Spoon? It's a fork. Fork. Inside one fork is there, right? And what is that? This one?
Key.
Key, no. Lock. One fork inside the lock. And what is this? Leads. Two leads. Because we said that all the records we are updating in Foodwatch. So we can reduce this paper. That's why two leads. Okay, so logo of the Foodwatch consists of what? One log, one fork, and two leaves. One fork, one log, two leaves. Sure question for the exam. In exam, they will ask what is the logo of the Dubai Municipality Foodwatch website. They will give you three options. You need to choose what? This one. Yeah?
Okay.
Fine? Okay. And the next is, so unit 1 is over. And the next unit is unit 2. Okay? So in unit 1, we discuss about what? Foodwatch. And unit 1, we discuss about how many sections are there. We discuss about a small introduction about the Dubai Municipality Food Safety Department, right? How many sections are there? 4 sections. What is OHC? Occupational Health Card. What is FIFO? What is FIFO?
First expired.
First expired. PP full form?
Personal.
Personal protective equipment. Yeah. And what is the logo of the Foodwatch? Love. Men. Four. Okay. And the next unit is unit 2. This unit 2 is very, very among other units. This unit 2 is a big unit and also it's a very important unit. Because majority of the question for the exam is asking from this unit 2. Okay. So before that, you heard the words contamination. You heard the word contamination? No, contamination. Jarasim. Contamination means? Contamination or contamination of food means what? Okay. You heard about this word? Cross contamination. Cross contamination. The means contamination, the word means, or contamination of food means presence of any unwanted things or any foreign bodies or any bahari vastu in food. We can say that food gets contaminated. For example, if we get a hair from food, we can say that food gets contaminated. Why? This hair is a bahari vastu, right? This hair is a foreign body. So we can say that food get contaminated because of this hair. Usually we say that scarab hota hai, right? But now you are attending this basic food safety. Now you have that basic food safety certificate. So you can say that food gets contaminated because of the hair. So contaminated. Or if you get a maki from food, you can say that food gets contaminated because of that fly. Or if you are noticing any fungal growth, you can say that food gets contaminated because of fungus, so discarded. Clear? And what is gross contamination? Contamination means presence, right? So gross contamination क्या है? Gross contamination. Transfer. Mixing. For example, if you are placing kacha food and pakka food together, क्या होता है? Bacteria from kacha transfer to pakka food, right? Or if you are placing any chemical and food item together, क्या होता है? Chemical cross contamination होता है, right? Or if you are using same chopping board for cutting salad and the same one to cut chicken, same thing. Or if you are using the same gloves for touching all the, for handling all the food. See, what happened? Cross contamination, transfer movement. Clear? So contamination क्या है? Presence of any unwanted things. And cross contamination means transfer. Okay? And what are microorganisms? Microorganism means what? Microorganisms.
Nutrients.
Jarastin, right? That means आंखों को नहीं देख नहीं सकता the organism that we cannot see with our eyes. Bacteria. You can see by eyes? No. Virus. You can see? No. The fungus also we cannot see. We are just seeing its vegetative structure. Inside we cannot see. Okay? So they all are coming under microorganism. Micro means small. Organism means living creatures. Okay? So which device will you observe the microorganism? Which device use kare to observe microorganism? Microscope. We use what? Microscope. Clear? So these all are the most important contamination, cross contamination and microorganism. And the next topic is types of hazard. So hazard word means what? Hazard. Khatarnak. That means danger, right? So kitna hazards are there in food?
Four.
What are they?
Physical, chemical, biological, and I don't know what. I forget.
Physical, chemical, allergen. So allergen.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 types of hazards are there. That is physical, chemical, microbiological, and also allergen. 4 types of hazards are there in food. Kitna hazard? 4. Never forget. Okay. Microbiological, physical, chemical, and the last one allergen or allergenic hazard. So first hazard is what? Microbiological hazard. From its word, it's clear. This hazard is mainly due to what? Mainly due to what? The microbial hazard is mainly due to what? Microorganisms. That's why that hazard is known as what? Microbiological hazard. It's mainly due to microorganism. We said that. And you can't right? So first hazard is mainly due to microorganism. You said that bacteria, virus, fungus, and amoeba. Amoeba. And worms. Worms. The egg of the killer. Okay, the egg of the worms we cannot see with our eyes, right? So we use microscope. That's why the worms are coming under the 4th group, that is parasite. What is that? Parasite. So different types of microorganisms are there. Different types are there. But mainly 4 will cause food poison. The first one is bacteria, virus, fungus, and the last one? Parasites. Okay, 4 types of microorganisms. And among them, these 4, in Dubai, majority of the food poison are reported due to bacteria. Okay, viral food poisoning are there, bacterial food poisoning are there, but bacterial food poison are more common in Dubai. Which one? Bacteria. So bacteria is the most important group under microorganism, bacteria. Okay, so bacteria we can divide into 2, good and bad. So any example for good bacteria?
Yogurt to yogurt.
Yogurt में देख सकते हैं, right? Bacteria को ना. The good bacteria or अच्छा वाला bacteria that is mainly present in yogurt is yogurt is probiotic bacteria. What is that? Probiotic bacteria. अच्छा वाला bacteria का नाम which mainly present in yogurt, curd, cheese is probiotic bacteria. Yogurt, curd is also known as probiotic food. Okay, when you are reading the label, you can see the word probiotic in curd or yogurt because it's contains probiotic bacteria. And why we are calling this probiotic bacteria as a good bacteria? We said that good bacteria are known as probiotic bacteria. Why? Why? What is the function of probiotic bacteria? Simple. For example, we said that probiotic bacteria is mainly present in what? Which productive index contains probiotic bacteria? Yogurt or curd, right? So if we consume or if we eat yogurt, what happens? This probiotic bacteria will enter to our body. Okay? And once it will reach our stomach, what happens? This bacteria will help for the digestion. Okay? And also it will kill bad bacteria in our stomach. Okay? That's why this probiotic bacteria is known as a good bacteria because of this two function. Digestion में help करेंगी, right? And also bad bacteria को kill. और हिंदी में क्या बोला? Fine. Okay. So these are the two functions of probiotic bacteria. That's why we are calling this probiotic bacteria as good bacteria. Okay. So अच्छा वाला bacteria का नाम? Probiotic bacteria. And you heard about pathogen. Pathogen. Pathogen, you know. Yeah, what is pathogen? No? Okay. So pathogen means it's actually a disease causing bacteria or बीमारी फैलाने वाला bacteria. That is pathogen. Clear? Their main duties was to cause illness in human beings. You know coronavirus? It's a pathogen because it causes COVID. So it's an example for pathogenic virus. Coronavirus is a pathogenic virus because that virus causes disease. And you heard about salmonella? Salmonella, you heard? Salmonella. No. Salmon means what? Salmon fish. Salmon fish. But this is a bacteria. Salmonella. Okay, which is mainly present in poultry. Chicken item में especially in egg. And they this salmonella bacteria. And this bacteria is very, very dangerous bacteria. It's a pathogen. This is a pathogen because why it is known as pathogen? Because the salmonella causes disease. Salmonella causes salmonella food poisoning. Okay, which is mainly present in which food? Egg. In Dubai, ज़्यादा food poison report करने का कारण है अंडा. Because anda contain which bacteria? Salmonella. That's right. Okay. So usually, in which temperature you are storing the egg? किस temperature में रखना है अंडा? +4. That means below 5. That means chiller, right? Chiller में रखना है अंडा. Why? In our home countries, we are storing egg or in room temperature outside. But in Dubai, we should keep the egg in chiller. Why? Because if we keep egg outside, salmonella will बढ़ता है. Okay, and also we say that in Dubai, ज़्यादा food poison report करने का कारण है egg. So always store the egg in which temperature? Below 5. That means in chiller. Chiller में रहता है. Okay, and you heard about pasteurized eggs. Pasteurized. You heard? Pasteurized egg. Pasteurized milk आता है. Pasteurized yogurt आता है. Pasteurized fish आता है. So what means the pasteurized? Pasteurized means what? गरम करना पड़ता or heat treated products. Okay, pasteurized the word means what? गरम करना or heat treated. So pasteurized egg means what? It's heat treated, not boiled. Okay, it's a just heat treated egg. Okay, so for example, if you are taking two egg. The one is kacha egg and the one is pasteurized egg. What's the difference between these two egg? Kacha egg contain which bacteria? Salmonella. And this pasteurized egg is garam karna egg, right? Heat treated egg, right? It is free from salmonella. Okay? So kacha egg contains salmonella, but pasteurized egg contain no salmonella. Okay? So you know mayonnaise. It's a pakka, bina pakka item mayonnaise. Cooked or uncooked item, right? So if we use raw egg, kacha egg for making mayonnaise, what will happen? Salmonella food poison may happen, right? Because we said that raw egg contains salmonella. So if you are using raw egg, okay, kacha egg for making uncooked item, there is a chance for salmonella food poison. But if you are using this pasteurized egg, what happened? It is safe because it is already heat treated, free from salmonella bacteria. Okay, so by municipality is recommending that if you are preparing any uncooked item, which egg is correct? Pasteurized egg. If you are making uncooked item or bina pakka item, always use pasteurized egg. Okay, because salmonella is not there, right? So salmonella food poison is very less. And also making food for pregnant ladies or making food for children or babies. We can use this pasteurized egg. Clear? So in Dubai, ज़्यादा food poison case report करने का कारण egg. So in order to reduce, okay, or food poison come, okay, तो we need to use which egg for making uncooked item? Pasteurized egg. And egg किस temperature में रखना है? Below 4 or below 5. That means in children में. Clear? Sure question for the exam. This temperature you need to store the egg. This temperature? Below 4 or in children. They are giving the pictures. Okay. So you need to choose the picture. Okay. So that's all about what? Microbial hazard. So in microbial hazard, we discuss about microorganism. So most important among microorganism is what? Bacteria. Okay, because bacteria food poisoning are common. Okay, so we divide the bacteria into how many types? 2 types. Good and bad. अच्छा वाला bacteria का नाम? Probiotic bacteria, which is mainly present in which food item ले सकते हैं? Yogurt. Good. And pathogen मतलब क्या है pathogen? Bad bacteria और बीमारी फैलाने वाले bacteria. An example for pathogen is salmonella. Which food item हम देख सकते हैं? Egg, अंडा. Okay? Clear? And the next hazard is what? Physical. The next आंखों को देखने वाला hazard. Okay? Clear? Like nail, hair, button, plastic pieces, glass pieces, metal pieces, jewelries, अंडा shell. Okay, and kata, fish hook, sometimes, pieces of knife, sometimes, fibers from the chopping board. They all are coming under which hazard? Physical hazard. Physical hazard means आंखों को देखने सकता hazard और देखने वाला hazard. That is physical hazard. Okay? And the third one is what? Chemical hazard. Example for chemical hazard?
Cleaning items like
soap, sanitizer. For example, if you are placing cleaning chemical and food item together, or if you are transporting food item and non-food item together, what will happen? Mixing. The mixed chemical contamination may happen, right? And what will happen if you are using strong smelling perfume and you enter to a kitchen? What will happen? Sometimes you are delivering your food inside the kitchen, right? Or in a restaurant, right? So you wear strong smelling perfume and then enter to a kitchen. Yeah.
That sounds to chemical.
Smell of the perfume will transfer to the food, right? Okay. So what happened? That food will smell like what? Perfume. So Dubai municipality is recommending that never use strong smelling perfume, strong smelling body lotion. Sometimes we use body lotions, right? So you can use but mild smell. If you are entering to the kitchen, okay? And never use strong smelling shaving cream and also never use strong smelling chemical also to clean the kitchen. If you use strong smelling perfume, what happened? The smell of the perfume will be transferred. Clear? Okay. And also, you know what is meant by food additives? Food additives means what? Additives. Food additives means what? Food additives. Simple. Food additives means, you know, Ajinomoto. What is Ajinomoto? It's a food additives. Because we are adding extra into the food, right? To increase the taste, to increase the flavor, we are using Ajinomoto. It's a food additive. Food color. It's a food additive because it's a chemical which we are adding extra to the food to increase the color of the food, right? And preservatives. Why? To increase the shelf life, right? Okay. So food additives means the chemical which we are adding into the food, extra adding into the food to increase the flavor, taste, smell and shelf life to the food. Okay. And how this food additive leads to a chemical hazard? How chemical hazard occurs with food additives? Yeah. If we are using ज़्यादा amount use करने के बाद chemical hazard. Clear? Fine. So if you are using any kind of food additives, there should be a specific dose. For example, if you are taking any kind of food item, in the label they mention the preservatives, right? So at the side they mention the dose also. This gram, they use this amount of preservatives. You should mention it. Clear? Otherwise, chemical hazard. Clear? Okay, so we finished 3 hazard. And the last hazard is what? Allergenic hazard. We said that some food items are coming under allergen category, right? Example for allergenic food is what? Milk, egg, fish, shellfish like crustaceans, crab, prawns, then nuts, all the kind of nuts, then soybeans, wheat or gluten containing items. Okay, sesame seed sometimes. The seed which you are seeing on the top of the burger. Sarsu, mustard. Okay, some people have allergy to mustard. They will not eat any food that contain the mustard because they have allergy to that food. Okay, for example, if they are eat that, what will happen? Some kind of itchings may happen, right? Rashes, small pimples may happen. Swollen eyes, swollen face, swollen lips, swollen throat, sometimes difficulty in breathing. If their body is very sensitive, sometimes death may happen. Clear? Okay. So if you are adding any food, allergenic food as an ingredient into the food, proper mentioning on the label should be there. Okay, the label you need to give the allergenic information. Fine. So how many types of hazards are there? Four. Are you tired?
No.
Little. So now I will show you a small video about this hazard. Okay, so just simply watch and then relax. So, and few more topics are remaining in unit 2. After that, I will give 10 minutes here. Okay, and I will finish it with a 9:30. Okay, so now I will show you a small video. about types of hazard. Inside in the field. We need to send to municipality this video.
In food, there are four major kinds of food contamination: microbial, physical, chemical, and allergenic. We explore each kind here. 1. Microbial contamination is the presence of disease-causing or spoilage microorganisms, including bacteria, parasites, viruses, molds, and yeasts in food. Bacteria are the most common form of microbial contamination that cause foodborne illness, and they can be found everywhere: on people, animals, food, equipment, in soil, and water. Most bacteria are harmless, however, some aren't. As an example, raw meat and poultry may be contaminated with types of bacteria called Salmonella and Campylobacter that comes from the intestine or skin of the animals. If the meat is not cooked well, the bacteria can stay alive in the food and cause illness. Bacteria can be transferred from contaminated food or surface to another food, and this is called cross-contamination. Contamination, direct or indirect. Contact between the source of bacteria and food. Examples include while chicken stored above or in contact with salad, food handle, sneezing or coughing onto food. Bacteria have no legs or wings. They can lie on feet and transfer them to food. Knives, say knife or chopping board to slice raw meat and then cooked meat. Using the same cloth, wash down the raw meat, and then touching fruit washing your hands. Raw materials experiments before harmful to health by causing cuts and broken teeth and a general might be unpleasant for the consumer. Packaging materials, plastic, string, broken hairs, cigarette butts, glass, like paint, blasters, earrings, and fingernails. Truly serious. It can have short and long-term effects on the human body. Some of the common contaminants include petroleum, fertilizers, pesticides, and environmental contaminants. It's used to process the area, leading to well, some people experience allergic reactions to certain food. The skin or swelling at the throat and mouth. That is a small favorite breathing. Nausea or vomiting. to collapse in consciousness. Sesame seeds and soybeans. As a food handler, I must be careful not to contaminate food that is supposed to be free from allergens. It must also be learned to provide information about ingredients. Customers who ask. The risks for customers. Necessary steps to try to avoid any of these microbial, physical, allergenic, let's say I was a biology student working on a research papers. As I work, I incorporate research websites to support my ideas. It's crucial that I cite these resources to maintain the paper URL. With the Grammarly browser extension, I click the Get
And the
Citation
next
button
topic
on the
is
website.
symptoms of food poisoning. So look at this picture. What are symptoms you can see from this picture? What are symptoms you can see from this picture?
Symptoms of vomiting,
Vomiting is there. Then
itching,
itching is there.
itching.
Itching is fever.
Fever.
Fever is there. And diarrhea means what? Diarrhea.
Loose motion.
Loose motion. Pet ki kharab, right? And what is mean by nausea? Nausea means what? Nausea. Nausea. You know what is meant by nausea? Nausea means feel to vomit. That vomiting sensation, ulti ka feeling, that is known as nausea, but no vomiting. Okay? So nausea, the word means what? The vomiting sensation. And what is mean by dehydration? Dehydration means what?
Pani ka kama.
Pani ki kami. That means lack of water in our body, right? I mean, if we get any food poison, what happens? We remove too much of water through vomiting, through diarrhea, through sweating, our body feel lack of water. That means our body gets what? Dehydrated. So these all are the symptoms of food poisoning. Okay, so look at this picture. This picture will surely ask for the exam. In the exam, they will ask what are the symptoms of food poisoning. And you will get 3 options. You need to choose what? This picture. Clear? Fine. And the next is risk or vulnerability. That means which लोगों को food poison जल्दी हो जाए. Their groups are known as risk group or vulnerable group because they have more risk to food poison or their body is very sensitive. So they are more vulnerable to food poison because we all have immune system, right? When compared with a healthy person, the immune system of these groups are very, very weak. That's why these groups are known as which group? No, which group? Clear? So these all are the group that are coming under risk or vulnerable group. The first category is what? Babies. Okay, because their immune system is not fully developed. So they will get food poison very fast. And the second one is what? Pregnant babies. Their immune system is also very weak, right? The third one is what? Sick people. That means the people who have infection like cancer, AIDS, diabetic patient, they will also get food poison very fast. And the last one is what? Older people or elderly people. Their immune system is very weak, right? Clear? So these all are the group that are coming under risk or vulnerable group. Clear? Sure question for the exam. In exam they will ask what are risk group or vulnerable group, and they give you 3 pictures. So now this picture, different pictures are there. So observe the picture and choose the right one. Clear? And the next is we said that bacteria we can divide into 2, right? Example for good bacteria. अच्छे वाला bacteria का नाम? Probiotic. What is that? Probiotic. And pathogen means what? Pathogen? Causing illness or disease causing bacteria. That is pathogen. Example for pathogen is? Salmonella. Example for pathogen is salmonella. But salmonella is in it? Anda. Yes. Right? And the next is, we said that bacteria is a living organism, right? Okay. That means like us, they also want some basic things. So bacteria बढ़ने के लिए क्या क्या चीजों चाहिए? That picture देखो क्या क्या चीजों चाहिए bacteria को? Growth of bacteria. What are things that bacteria want?
Temperature.
They need temperature. They need time. Then they need moisture and the food or nutrients from the food. Okay. So these all are the 4 basic things a bacteria wants to multiply. Clear? So bacteria बढ़ने के लिए first one temperature चाहिए, moisture चाहिए, time चाहिए, and also food or nutrients from the food. Clear? Okay. So we said that bacteria need time to grow, right? Bacteria बढ़ने के लिए time चाहिए. So you know what are the multiplication or growth time of a bacteria or bacteria बढ़ने का time? That means if they get good temperature, if they get good moisture, if they get highly nutritious food, कितना time is taken by bacteria? What is bacteria to grow? Bacteria, एक bacteria बढ़ने का time.
20 minutes.
Okay, so bacteria बढ़ने का time or growth time of a bacteria is 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, that means there is one bacteria in food. 20 minutes के बाद? Double. That means this bacteria will divide into 2. That means it's a bacteria. Okay. After 20 minutes, what happens? They will divide like this. And again, after 3 minutes, this 2 again will divide into 2. So total 4. That means in each 20 minutes, the bacterial number double. They're doubling, right? That's why their multiplication process is known as binary fission. Binary means what? By 2. Binary. Fission means division. Nuclear fission, you heard? Fission, division. Okay, they are dividing by 2. Clear? So, each 20 minutes, the bacterial number is doubling. So, the maximum time we can keep a food in room temperature or outside is 2 hours. Why 2 hours? Why 2 hours? How many 20 minutes are there in 2 hours? How many 20 minutes? 6. That means 6 times their number double ho jati hai, right? That's why the maximum time we can keep a food safe in room temperature is 2 hours. Kitna time? 2 ghanta food is safe in room temperature. Clear? Okay? So bacteria बढ़ने का time is what? 10 to 20 minutes. And the next is temperature. These are the most important temperature ranges in food. Clear? The first one is what? Freezer temperature. Okay. So what is the freezer temperature in Dubai?
Minus 15.
Yes, minus 18 or below minus 18. Okay. So if the temperature is showing minus 15, is it okay or not? We said that the temperature of the freezer is what? Minus 18 or below minus 18. Okay? But if the temperature is showing minus 15, is it okay or not? Why it is not okay?
Because the temperature is so low. Minus 15.
Okay. Minus 15 is greater or smaller than minus 18. Which number is bigger? Minus 18 or minus 15?
Minus 15. Minus 15.
Minus 15 is bigger one. Minus 18 is smaller one because look, the negative sign. So 0 or minus 18, which one is bigger? 0. 0 is bigger because negative value, their value is decreasing. Okay. So minus 18 is the freezer temperature. Below minus 18. So never go above minus 18. That means minus 19 is fine. Minus 20 is fine. Go up to minus 22 or 25. Okay. Never go above minus 18. Clear? So freezer temperature should be below minus 18. Okay. And freezer में bacteria को क्या होता है? What happens to the bacteria in freezer?
ग्रोथ नहीं कर पाता है।
हाँ?
ग्रोथ नहीं कर पाता है।
Growth नहीं?
नहीं तो ग्रोथ नहीं होता, मरता है। उसको
तो मरता है।
So slowly growth होता है.
ठीक है यार. I think already share आकरना. ഇതില്ലേ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇതിൽ ആപ്പിലുണ്ട് എക്സലിലുണ്ട് അത് ശരിയാക്കാം ഇല്ല കേട്ടോ നോക്കിയിട്ടില്ല കേട്ടോ ഞാൻ പഞ്ചോ No, maximum 20. Okay, finish?
Sure.
दूसरा एक और बार अटेंड करना है
Right? So freezer में क्या होता है bacteria? मरता भी नहीं, बढ़ता भी.
सोता है।
Slowly.
हाँ, no growth. No growth in freezer. हाँ? हाँ, there is no growth. No मरता है, no बढ़ता है. If there is, for example, in exam, they will ask you the question like this. What happened to the bacteria in freezer? And they will give you 3 options. The first option is like this. This is the bacteria, okay, this one. The first option is like this. Okay? And the second option is like this. The third option is like this. Okay? A, B, C. And they will ask like this. What happened to the bacteria in freezer? So you need to choose which one is the right one. A, B or C.
Yeah.
A? Sure? Okay, then. Anyone is saying it's B?
Both are.
Which one? How many of them are saying it's C? Sorry. Oh, no, C.
C.
Huh?
C. C.
C?
C. Yes.
Yes, C is the right one. Sorry. C is the right one. Because what happened? If there is one, 20 minutes के बाद same was one. Again 20 minutes के बाद same. But in the first picture, look, there is no bacteria. That means bacteria dead. Inside that in freezer, no dead. Okay. Here also bacteria is decreasing, right? Note that. The last picture is the right one. That means in freezer में bacteria हटता भी नहीं, तो बट they will remain safe. Is your question for the exam. Temperature of the freezer is what?
minus
-18. What happened to the bacteria in freezer?
Stop working.
Huh?
Stop growth.
Stop growth. But we said that the parasites, right? The bacteria never get killed in freezer. Okay, but we said about parasite, the worms, kira, they usually get killed in freezer. Okay, that means if they could contain the worms, and if we are freezing that food, what happens? The worms is killed, dies. But the bacteria never get killed in freezer because they have an outer cell wall, outer covering. So they cannot kill by freezing. Okay? And what happened to the bacteria in chiller? What's the temperature of the chiller?
0 to 5.
0 to 5. Okay? Below 5. Okay, and what happened to the bacteria in chiller? Chiller में क्या होता है bacteria? Chiller they can grow, but slowly, but okay, in freezer no growth. In chiller they can grow, but slowly. So you know how many days a food we can keep in chiller? Then a food is safe in chiller mean. Or in chiller, how many days we can keep a food? Eh? 1 week, no, maximum 3 days. Maximum 3 days. If you are keeping a cooked food in chiller, that cooked food could expire after 3 days. Okay? 3 days we can keep a food in chiller. If we are keeping more than 3, the best option is throw. Clear? Fine? Oh. Then, and whatever you are keeping inside the chiller, you need to mark the production also expiry date. And for example, if the temperature 5 degrees Celsius के ऊपर जा सकते हैं क्या होता है?
It should be better.
Huh?
It should be better.
Bacteria, they are growing fast. जल्दी बढ़ता है, right? That's why above 5 and below 60 is known as danger zone temperature. Why it is known as danger zone? That means if you are keeping a food between this zone or between this range, it becomes danger to both food and both the customers. Okay? That's why the zone is known as which zone? Danger zone. 5 to 60. Sure question for the exam. What is the danger zone temperature? 5 to 60. Why we are calling this as a danger zone? Because if we are keeping a food in this zone, bacteria in that food jaldi बढ़. Okay? So this room temperature, what's the room temperature now? 22, right? So this 22 is also coming between which zone? Danger zone. So maximum hour we can keep a food in danger zone as what? कितना घंटा है food safe in danger zone? 2. Okay? 2 hours. If you are keeping a food in room temperature for 2 hours, more than 2 hours, best option is harder. Okay, in food industry, if you are keeping a food open or if you are keeping a food in room temperature for more than 2 hours, clear? So sure question for the exam, what is the danger zone temperature is 5 to 60. But at the time of service or buffet, they are keeping the food hot, right? They are keeping the food hot. Why they are keeping the food hot at the time of service or at the time of buffet? Why they are keeping food hot? Because in room temperature, a food is safe for only 2 hours. But at the time of hot holding, a food is safe for 4 hours. Okay, that's why we are keeping the food hot at the time of service. Clear? So what is the hot holding temperature? 60. It must be 60 or above 60. Never keep below 60. If we keep below 60, the shelf life of the food decreases, right? Okay, so the hot holding temperature, the food is safe for 4 hours. Okay, and what is the minimum cooking temperature in Dubai? 75. Reheating? Same. 75. In Dubai, cooking and reheating temperature is same. That is 75 degrees Celsius. And cooking is the only method that is used to kill the bacteria in food. Because by freezing, nothing will happen to the bacteria, right? It will remain there. Okay, by chilling also, nothing will happen to the bacteria. So only method that is used to kill the bacteria is what? Bacteria is what? Cooking. Okay, and 100 degrees Celsius, what happened? So these all are the sure question for the exam. And here you can see in Dubai, majority of the food poison are reported due to which bacteria? Salmonella. Look, in 2017, 214 cases are reported due to salmonella. So this salmonella is mainly seen in which food item?
Hey, depends on
Egg and gas. So that's why Dubai municipality is recommending that always store the egg at which temperature? Chiller. And for making uncooked item, we need to use which egg? Pasteurized. Clear? That's all about Unit 2. Okay? This Unit 2 is very, very important. Majority of the question for the exam is asking from this Unit 2. Okay? So now I will give you a small break. Okay? A 10 minutes break. Come back within 8, 10. So Unit 3 is about personal hygiene. Okay? व्यक्तिगत सफाई. So before that, I will show you a small video about personal hygiene. Okay? So just simply watch it. Okay? A small video about personal hygiene.
Hi, in this video, we're going to explore how personal hygiene needs to be maintained by all food handlers to avoid any kind of food contamination. Personal hygiene is essential since most contamination of food occurs because of inappropriate actions taken by food handlers. Poor personal hygiene causes different kinds of hazards, such as bacterial contamination that comes from food handlers' hands, skin, or hair, and food poisoning bacteria can be transferred by hands, like raw to high-risk foods, and physical contamination coming from hair, fingernails, jewelry, buttons, and candy wrappers, and plastics. Chemical contamination that may occur from misuse of cleaning agents or strong perfumes and smells that can taint food. Allergenic contamination that can come from lack of washing hands or utensils after coming in contact with allergens. Next, we will explore the personal hygiene best practices that each food handler should follow. Hand hygiene can be maintained by not only washing regularly throughout the working day, but also that they are washed thoroughly. Nails should be short, clean, and unvarnished. Hands should be washed before entering food preparation areas. When moving from one area of the premises to another, between handling raw food and high-risk, ready-to-eat food, and after taking a break, going to the toilet. Eating or smoking, sneezing into a tissue, blowing your nose, or touching any other part of the body. Changing a waterproof dressing. Using cleaning chemicals or touching cleaning cloths. Handling food waste or refuse. Handling external packaging. Handling known allergens. Hand wash basins must be cleaned and used only for hand washing. They should never be used to wash food or equipment. Likewise, hands should not be washed in stations specifically for food or equipment. Unperfumed, bactericidal liquid soap and disposable paper towels should be readily available. Food handlers must wear protective food safety gear when they are in food premises. Below are the different types of food safety gear that are essential when you are at work. Uniforms. Dubai municipality requires business owners to provide suitable and clean uniforms to all food handlers, as outside clothing can bring bacteria, dirt, hair, buttons, or other pollutants that can contaminate the food supply. Uniforms should be cleanable, suitable for the job, light colored to show dirt, without external pockets since they can harbor bacteria and dirt. In order to ensure maximum protection, uniforms should not leave work. They should be laundered, and a clean uniform should be put on at the start of the day and placed in a designated area at the end of the day. Hats, hairnets, and beard snoots to prevent head hair from falling onto food. Disposable gloves to prevent bacteria from transferring from hands onto food. Aprons, tabards, and jackets to prevent outdoor or ordinary clothing from coming in contact with food. Footwear, which prevents outside contamination from being brought into the food preparation area. Jewelry should not be worn by food handlers because it harbors dirt and bacteria and could cause physical contamination if it or parts of it fall into food. There is also a risk of entrapment if food handlers wear jewelry while operating machinery. And what follows are some bad habits that need to be avoided by food handlers. Using fingers to taste food. Using the same spoon to taste different foods. Using fingers to help separate food packaging materials. Blowing into bags to open them. Breathing onto glasses or cutlery while polishing them. Biting nails, sucking fingers, or picking nose or ears or scratching. Coughing or sneezing over food. Food handlers with uninfected cuts and sores can continue to work with food, provided the wound is covered with a clean, easy to detect, waterproof, and highly visible plaster. If cuts, boils, or skin infections are serious or can't be covered, then staff need to be excluded from food handling areas. It is essential that all food handlers and those in charge follow the highest level of personal hygiene and do regular health checkups to ensure they are free from any communicable diseases. This way, they can stay safe and never pose a threat to customers or those around them.
Fine, and the next section is personal hygiene. So, what is meant by personal hygiene? Personal hygiene means what?
Personal.
Hmm? Personal hygiene means self-cleaning, right? Cleanliness of our own body. That means personal hygiene. So you know what is our body temperature? 37. Usually it's 37. And you know what is the optimum growth temperature for the bacteria?
37.
So 37. That means our body temperature and optimum temperature for the bacteria is same. That is from head to toe, it is fully covered with the bacteria. So it's very important to clean ourselves first. Okay? And the first thing in personal hygiene is good hand washing. So you know what is the minimum duration of hand washing?
Always. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Minimum duration of hand washing is 20 seconds. We need to wash our hands at least 20 seconds. 20 to 30 seconds is the minimum duration of hand washing. And how many steps are there for hand washing? How many steps are there for hand washing?
5 wash.
Right? Minimum how many steps are there?
6.
Mm.
6. Maybe.
4.
But in food code, they are mentioning about how many steps?
8.
First, we need to wet our hands. Then apply the soap. Because some people skip the first step and directly go under the soap. Never do like that. First wet it, then apply soap. Then only we can spread that soap all over our hands, right? Then we need to focus about important areas in our hand. That means between the fingers, this grip finger, thumb, tip of your fingers, and finally wash it and wipe it with our uniform, right? Colors. And also after hand washing, hiking the hairs or doing like this, right? Or if you have any kind of beard, doing like this, right? Never do this. What happens if you are wiping our hands in our uniform? Like this. But 20 seconds will be waste. Okay? Again, the bacteria will enter to our hands, right? So, why we are hand wash? Why we wash our hands? Okay, so always use what? always use tissues while washing hands. Sorry, while wiping the hands. Never wipe your hands in your uniform. Clear? And also here you can see the importance of hand washing. Look, before hand washing, your hand will be like this. This white color is the bacteria. Okay? And in each step, you look, the white color is reducing. Look, after hand washing, your hand will be like this. You can see the difference, right? Before and after hand washing. So always wash your hands while handling any kind of food. Clear? Okay. So for example, if we are showing our hands like under the UV light, it will be like this. White color is bacteria. And if we wash our hand at least 20 seconds with the soap and water, it will be look like this. Clear? So always wash your hands and avoid these kinds of drinks or jewelries while entering into the kitchen. Okay? And then what all the things should be there in the hand wash station for hand washing? What all items should be there in the hand wash station for hand washing? हैंड वॉश करने के लिए क्या क्या चीजें चाहिए जो हैंड वॉश स्टेशन में सोप चाहिए वाटर चाहिए टिश्यू चाहिए सैनिटाइजर चाहिए एंड विच टैप इज गुड इन द हैंड वॉश स्टेशन that means non-hand operated like sensor automated one knee operator foot operated tap is good, right? Okay, then anything else? Finish? Plus? So after wiping it with the tissue, you put your tissue in your pocket area left. Oh, dustbin should be also there. If you are using tissue, dustbin should be also there. Okay? So your hand wash station should be have these things. Okay? Basic. With the non-hand operated, tap should be there, water should be there, soap should be there, tissue should be there, and also dustbin. Okay? And are you using gloves? Sometimes you are using the gloves, right? So, before wearing, are you washing your hands? Before wearing the gloves, are you washing your hands?
No. Yes.
Yes or no? No?
पानी मिल जाएगा तो yes, नहीं मिलेगा तो
If you are using sanitizer, just imagine.
Corona time you are using.
Just imagine if we are taking our gloves with our hands. If our hand is dirty, we are wearing the gloves with our hands. Then if we touch the food, what happens? Oh, that means there is no device. That means we are wearing our gloves with our hands, right? So if our hand is dirty, what happened? Bacteria from the hand first transfer to the gloves. And from that gloves, it will transfer to the foot. So if you are not washing your hands, then why you are using the gloves? If you are using gloves, you should wash. Otherwise, there is no use for the gloves. Clear? So, you are wearing the gloves. The first thing is what? You should wash your hands. At least use some kind of sanitizer before wearing the gloves. Clear? Okay? And the next is the hand wash station means it's only for hand washing. Washing any other utensils, your lunch boxes. The hand wash station is not good practice. Okay? And the hand wash station should be clean and also must be neat. Because some people keep some things in the hand wash station, right? Like brush, bottle, cup. Never do that. And if you are using which color bandage? Which color bandage? Brown. Usually the bandages are in brown or yellow color or skin color bandage, right? But the bar municipality is preferring this blue color bandage for the food handlers. Why? Why the bar municipality is preferring this blue color for food handler? Why they are preferring blue instead of this red? Instead of this yellow, brown, or skin color? You know any blue color food? You know any blue color food? For example, if you use a skin color bandage, but this bandage is accidentally fell into the food, you cannot easily see. Because majority of the food are in yellow or brown. So we cannot easily identify. But if we use blue color, what happened? Then easy to identify, right? Because no blue color food is there. Or blue color food is very rare. Okay, you know any blue color food? Blue color drinks are there, right? And desserts are there in blue color. But blue color food is very rare. That's why the bar municipality is preferring which color bandage? Blue color bandage. Clear? So sure question for the exam. Which color bandage you choose? If any presenter has any kind of cut or which color? Blue color. Why the what's the reason? No blue color. That's right. Okay. And also the bandage should be waterproof. Okay. Otherwise, it get easily lose off from our hand. Okay. And the next is what? PPE. Personal protective equipment. Hairnet, mask, gloves, safety shoes, uniform, apron, all are coming under PPE. So nowadays, the bar municipality is preferring the uniform with buttonless and pocketless. Why buttonless uniform? Why buttonless uniform? Uniform without button. Why? No, this button will enter with the food, right? So there is a which hazard may happen? Physical hazard. So avoid buttons in uniform. Instead of button, the bar municipality is preferring this material. You know the name of this material? This one. Velcro. What is the name of that material? Velcro. So instead of button, the bar municipality or some restaurants are using this Velcro type uniform. So compare with the button, physical hazard is very less. And why pocketless? Your uniform have pockets? Huh? Yes, if we have pockets, we definitely put something inside it, right? What are things we put if we have pockets? Mobile, wallet, key, pen. Huh? Cigarettes. This one. Huh? Like these things also, right? That's why the municipality avoid pockets in uniform. We have pockets. Definitely we put something inside. It's a human nature. We definitely put something inside. That's why the municipality avoid pockets in the uniform. And how many uniform we have? In our uniform? You have? Only one?
Is there?
Huh? And how many uniform we have? Six. Six? Six?
Yeah, every day.
Minimum three. Six should be the minimum three. More than three, it's fine. Okay, and are you washing uniform daily?
Yes.
Daily?
Only one day, that's right.
Okay, yeah. You have six, right? So, and also, are you delivering inside the kitchen or inside the restaurant? No.
In our department, is only market department.
Only market. Merchandises. Okay. And the next is some good personal hygiene practices you need to follow, especially if you are handling the food. The first thing is what? The nails. Check your nails. Is it okay or not?
Okay.
You all are drivers?
Yeah.
Helpers? So nails should be always short and clean. Helpers, you need to attend the restaurant or food company, right? Okay, so they look there, they will look the nails also, personal hygiene also. Because the delivery guys are the representatives of their company, right?
Yes.
Okay? You are the representatives of your company. So if you are not following the personal hygiene, what happened? your reputation of your community down, right? So we should follow some good personal hygiene practice because we are handling the food. So first one, nail should be always short and must be clean. And also, bandage should be which color? Blue color. And also, avoid wearing jewelries. Okay, and also never wear strong smelling perfume at the time of delivery. Clear? And also smoking. Will you smoke inside your vehicle? Yes? Never smoke inside your vehicle. Okay, and after smoking, are you washing your hands? No. You need to wash your hands. Clear? Otherwise, what happens?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. The chemicals from the cigarette, right? You'll be sweating your hand, right? So after smoking, you should wash your hands. And the next is, what is mean by bare hand? Bare hand means what? Bare hand. Bare hand. This hand. Hand without the gloves. That is known as bare hand. Okay? And what is mean by RTE food? RTE food means what? RTE. What is RTA?
Road Transport Authority.
RTE means what? Ready? RTE means ready. Example for RTE food?
Noodles.
Noodles, cooked noodles, biryani, pizza, burger, KFC, all are what? Ready to eat. So if you are handling any ready to eat without packages, you need to use gloves. Never hand it with a bare hand. Bare hand means system. Bare foot means foot without stiffness. Clear? And the next is, as per work policy, you should fix 2 occasions. Otherwise, you need to stay away from your kitchen. And even the visitors. For example, sometimes you may be the visitors to some kind of restaurant or some kind of food companies, right? So are you deliver your food like this? No. At that restaurant, there are some protocols. That means if any visitors are visiting your deliveries are happening, the delivery guy should be wear hairnet, gloves, or mask, or safety shoes, right? So you need to wear all these things. Okay, it's your duty not to contaminate that restaurant. For that, you need to wear all the necessary PPE at the time of delivery. Clear? So finally, unit 3 is over. In unit 3, discuss about what? Personal hygiene. Minimum duration of hand washing. How many steps are there for hand washing? Color of the bandage? RTE food? Danger zone temperature? 5 to 60. How many hours you put the safe in danger zone? Freezer temperature? Minus 80. Is the temperature below minus? What happened to the bacteria in freezer? Same. Chiller temperature? Below 5. Then bacteria body time?
37.
Temperature. Yes, wait. Bacteria body time. 10 to 12. Logo of the food watch? Log. And egg किस temperature में रखना है? Egg 5 below 5. Okay. And for example, I'm giving you 3 food. Okay, the one is sandwich. Sandwich is which food? Ready to eat. And the second one is raw meat. Okay. And the third one is salad. Salad is which food? Salad. Ready to eat but raw food. Okay. So I'm giving you 3 food. Sandwich, raw meat and salad. Okay. And you only have 1 chiller. So how do you arrange this 3 food in chiller? That means at the bottom of the chiller, which food is? 3 food are there, right? Sandwich, salad and raw. So bottom of the chiller, which would you keep?
Raw meat last.
Raw meat last. Okay, because some fluids may be used, right? So at the bottom, you need to keep raw meat. And at the top, which could you keep?
Salad.
Why salad on the top and sandwich on the below?
वो नीचे से ऊपर नहीं गिरेगा। गोश्त रखेगा तो ऊपर भी गिरेगा ना यार। ऊपर नीचे रखा है सो। गोश्त रखेगा भी यार।
Okay, this one is the chiller. Okay, three sister. So at the top you need to, bottom you need to keep raw meat because it's raw item. Okay, and the middle you need to keep sandwich. Why sandwich? Because it says ready to eat. We need to reheat it. Before eating, we can reheat. There's an option to further reheat. But what about the salad? Salad is what it says. Ready to eat raw food. There is no further treatment, right? Okay. But the sandwich, we can have this option to reheat. But the salad, no option to reheat. We are just eating in raw food. That's why at the top, salad should be there, which means sandwich from shape raw. Sure question for the exam. Okay. And then what is mean by cleaning? Cleaning means what? Cleaning. Safai means what? Cleaning or safai means what? Removal. Removal of dirt, removal of dust. Cleaning actually means removal. Clear? Yes.
क्या कर रहे हो? डिसिप्लिन हाँ डिसिप्लिन वीडियो में देखा क्या था ये साजिरे को हमारे अभी तो इसने प्लास्टिक वाला ना ठीक है वीडियो दिखाएंगे साइंस से आवाज देगा हमारी नहीं कितना
Cleaning means what? Removal. Removal of dirt, removal of dust. Cleaning actually means removal. And why we are using this chemical during the cleaning time? Why we are using disinfectant or sanitizer during the cleaning time? No, to kill the bacteria. So why we are using disinfectant or sanitizer? To kill the bacteria in our hand. Okay, that's why we are using disinfectant or sanitizer. Okay. So whatever chemical you are using to clean your vehicle or to clean your company or warehouse, always use approved chemical. You know that term?
Yes.
Okay. So Dettol, are you using Dettol to clean your vehicle or to clean your warehouse? Are you using Dettol?
Oh.
We are claiming that 99.9% of bacteria we can kill if we use the Dettol. But actually we are not using the Dettol to clean a food premises, right? Why Dettol is not coming as approved chemical?
It's smell good.
The strong smell, right? That's why the Dettol is not approved by departments of municipality. So always use approved and also diluted chemical. Never use that highly concentrated chemical to clean because you need to dilute it. You heard about MSDS sheet? MSDS of the chemical means what? MSDS. Material Safety Data Sheet. That means all the details about that chemical is written in this sheet. That's why this sheet is known as MSDS. Clear? And also, what will happen if you use same cleaning equipment to clean everywhere? What will happen? We are using same cleaning equipment to clean the corridor, to clean the washroom, to clean the warehouse. What will happen?
Bacteria
Bacteria दूसरे जगह में दूसरे जगह में transfer होता है, right? Cross contamination होता है, right? So always use अलग-अलग cleaning equipment. And for better, you can give them what? Color. Okay, always use color coded cleaning equipment. And you heard about steel wool? Steel wool, you know? Metallic stuff, but steel wool. So, this steel wool is not allowed by the municipality. Because if you use that steel wool, small crystal may remain in the vessel. And if we are serving or preparing the food, what happens? It will result in which hazard? Physical hazard. Okay? And also these are the steps for manual dishwashing. Okay, remove the waste from the vessel. First detergent wash, then sanitization, and then washing and storing in clean area. And you know what is this device?
Taking message.
Mechanical dishwasher. Mechanical dishwasher. So you know what is the temperature of the water in the mechanical dishwasher? Temperature of the water in the mechanical dishwasher. It should be at least 82 degrees Celsius. Just for your information. Okay. Temperature of the water in the mechanical dishwasher should be at least 82 degrees Celsius. Okay. And also use of cloth. Use of cloth is not usually recommended by the municipality. Why? If you use the cloth, what will happen? Bacterial transfer. Okay, to use the same cloth to clean everywhere. What happens? Bacterial transfer may happen, right? So instead of cloth, the best cleaning material is what? Tissues. Okay, so next time, whenever you are seeing the tissue, test it. Clear? And also, based on this, this is a very important topic. Okay, based on this, the area we can divide into two types. Two types of areas are there: high risk area and low risk area. Okay, high risk area means the area that can contaminate easily or jaldi kharab hota hai. Okay, and also the high risk area we can divide into two types. The one is foot touching area and the next is hand touching area. Okay, so for example, look, this chopping board. It's a foot touching, right? It's coming under which area? High risk area. And this buffet sounder, foot is touching, right? It's coming under which area?
High risk.
Okay, high risk area. Let's see. It's coming under which area? High risk. And vessel is coming under which area? High risk. So means foot touching area is coming under which areas? Yeah, so these all are foot touching area. So these are coming under which area? High risk area. And the next one, hand contact surface, like door handle. Okay, tap, cleaning equipment. All are which area? Hand contact area. So all are coming under which area? high risk. Okay, so high risk area means the area that can contaminate easily, or the area that we are touching with the food and touching with the hand is coming under high risk area. So, look at this here, 12 areas are there. In this list, some are high risk and some are low risk. Okay, for example, the first one is what? Flow. It's coming under high risk or low risk? High risk or low risk? It's a low risk. Because no food or hand is touching there, right? So flow risk coming under which area? Low risk. Then the second one, buffet count. High risk or low risk? High risk. Food is displaying there, right? And fryer. High risk or low risk? High risk. Why high risk? High risk. Why it is low risk?
Because temperature
It's hot.
is not.
It's a food touching area, but it's hot, right? So it's coming under low risk area. And then inside chiller, high risk or low risk? High risk. Because food is displaying there. We said that in chiller, the bacteria can grow slowly. Right? So inside chiller is coming under which area? High risk area. Preparation area, volatile. For example, if you are preparing the food here, this volatile is what? Hand touchable. So it is high risk. Okay? And then chopping board or knife. Suspended ceiling. This one.
Low risk.
Low risk. No food or hand is touching the juice extractor. High risk. Freezer door handle. High risk. Dry store rack. Dry items. Low risk item are stored, right? So it is coming under low risk. Cleaning equipment. Hand contact. Door. Door is low risk. Door handle is high risk. Clear? So how many high risk areas are there? Buffet counter, inside chiller, preparation area volatile, chopping board, juice extractor, freezer or handle, cleaning equipment. 7. 7 high risk areas are. So in the case of high risk area, first we need to clean with the detergent and then you need to use sanitizer. Cleaning and sanitization is very important in the case of high risk area. Okay? So one question we can expect from this side. Which area you need to clean and sanitize? Actually, they are asking which area is coming under high risk. Okay? If you have any doubts, you can ask. Clear? And the next is waste management. Are you keeping your waste like this? Sure. So what happens if you are storing your waste like this or keeping your waste like this? What will happen? Smell and also the best invitation sign for the pest, right? So never ever keep your waste like this inside as well as outside your kitchen. Okay? And if you are choosing a dustbin, always choose a dustbin which has a lid. And never operate using always operate using food and line the bin with the bag. And before discarding, take that bag, tie it tightly and then discard. And never wait for completely full. An example for pests include flies, cockroach, rodents, mice like that. Okay, sometimes you are not seeing the pest, but you can see their signs like this. Hole in the boxes. If you are noticing any hole, you can confirm mouse, right? Or chua, right? And some open ceiling on the warehouse. The pest can easily enter to your kitchen. And if you are noticing a kind of droopings, egg of the insects or rodents, or the red insects or the egg of the insects. So if you are noticing any of these things, you can confirm what there is the presence of pest. So what will you do? For example, you are noticing these signs. What will you do? No. Your duty is to take the picture and then inform the supervisor. Okay, the supervisor's duty to inform the pest control. Okay, and you know what is meant by EFK? EFK means what? EFK. EF.
Emergency.
Emergency. Emergency. Did you see that box with the blue color light? And that? What is that? Yes, that is electric light. Okay, EFK means electric light. So which light is used in that EFK? Blue means which light? UV. So better you can keep the EFK in a dark, invisible area, not near to the light, because UV light, the attractive power is very less if we keep it near the light. So please keep it dark, invisible area. Clear? So finally, I will show you a small video about pest management. After that, the session is over. Finish. Okay, exactly. Okay. So now I will show you a small video about pest management. Okay, this is the last video in this session. Okay. Please.
All the time.
Okay, small video, okay?
About pests and the ways and means to prevent pest incidents in your rural city. Rodents, birds, and insects are some of the most common pests. These are strictly forbidden in food premises because they can cause different kinds of food contamination, damage to equipment, and packaging, and lead to customer complaints. Pay attention to the following signs to give you an indication of pest activity. The presence of fur, droppings, damage to food and food packaging, smell of urine or sightings of rodents, rats, mice. 2. You can identify signs of bird pest activities by observing feathers, droppings, sightings, noise, or nests. 3. Insects such as cockroaches, houseflies, fruit and dragonflies can be spotted through their movement, eggs, or through holes in food. Large number of dead flies in the electric fly killer is a good indicator of infestation. Let us explore the 3 methods used to control them. Environmental methods are the most effective way to prevent pest infestations, while physical and chemical methods are usually used to control the existing infestations. 1. Environmental pest control helps prevent pest infestations by denying the pests food, water, and shelter to thrive. Good design and maintenance of premises. Here are a few examples of what you can do in your food premises. Ensuring internal and external doors are well fitted and kept closed unless in use. Installing plastic screens on doors and fly screens on windows. Fixing metal kick plates and plastic brush strips at the bottom of doors. Ensuring the building is well maintained, including the drainage system, and avoiding crevices and cavities in walls. Preventing any hiding space in wall fittings, ceilings, and equipment. Good housekeeping measures to support environmental pest control include keeping the food covered at all times and disposing leftovers without delay. Ensuring all food waste is placed in appropriate containers as soon as possible. Ensuring waste containers have tight-fitting lids and are emptied and cleaned out regularly. Cleaning regularly, especially behind and underneath equipment and other hard-to-reach areas, and removing unused equipment. Turning off taps and emptying sinks and mop buckets to deny the supply of water to rodents. Rotating stock to disturb areas where pests may be. Moving pallets and any equipment that is not moved regularly. routinely inspecting any voids in the premises, such as suspended ceilings. Here are some tips for storing food. Raw materials such as fruit and vegetables that are delivered in market boxes are likely to introduce pests into your facility. Inspect food deliveries in the receiving area before taking them inside the food preparation and storage areas. Store food off the floor so that all areas can be cleaned effectively. Store dry foods in plastic or stainless steel pest-proof containers. Check storage areas regularly, as they can provide ideal harborage for pests. Ensure all stock is rotated properly so that it does not go out of date. 2. Chemical pest control is an effective way to control pests. However, it should only be undertaken by competent professionals, by municipality, since it's applied. This can be done in the water management feature on the Food Watch platform. The various kinds of chemical pest control include A. Rodenticides is a poison paste that is mixed with bait to kill the animal. B. Insecticides can be sprayed, put out as a gel, or contact dust, which should not be used in the food world. C. Contact dust. The pests pick up the dust on their bodies and feet, and it is then passed through the skin or ingested as the pest cleans itself. It should not be used in food rooms. D. Fumigation may be necessary if stored product insects are found. It should not be used when food is in the area. When a pest contractor to visit, make sure to identify what root caused the infestation and prevent those from occurring in the future. 3. Physical pest control helps trap pests or scare them away. Traps are used to catch survivors of chemical treatments or where there is a particular risk of food contamination when using chemical methods. They can include baited traps and sticky boards for rodents, sticky fly paper or electric fly killers, or hormone traps for insects. To trap or scare birds away, use strong wire systems, thick inner gels, and bird scaring devices. Ensure that when fly killers are used, they must be placed away from areas where food is prepared. The fly killers must be kept below 2 meters height away from light sources and must not be visible from outside. By using the Food Watch Pest Notification System in your self-inspection tool, you can effectively manage the services of your pest contractor. You can always contact the pest control section of the nearby municipality if you need specialized services and information.
Fine. So take your mobile. Okay, so now I will select. First, take your mobile, and my name is Amina, and that's my WhatsApp number. So save my number and send your full name to that number. Okay, then only I will send you the link. Wi-Fi is there, right? Okay, now me. So now I am going to share you the link. So first you need to open the link. Fill all your details like your name, your Emirates ID number, your training date, okay, and then your mobile number, okay, and the training center ensure trainer name, my name. So after filling all this thing, click next. If you have any doubts, just raise your hand. I will. Okay. Okay. So Shinu John. Actually, Mohammed Najmuddin. Okay, Falak Sheikh. Tamare. Raju. Then Deependra. Then Shahid Ali. It's recording, okay? It's recording. Akib. Ahmad. Ishtiya. Okay. Then Shanawaz. Babu. Then who sent me? Ramas. Who's Ramas? Send your name. Ramas. Send your name. Kaliman, send your name.
One guy is not handling the mobile.
So I will give my mobile, okay? Okay? So others get link. Sankar Rai. You can use this word, okay? Then Sattar Ali. Your company name, TRANSMED. Training center ensure. Training center ensure. Paritungan. Everybody got the link, right?
Mobile number.
Link. Send आपका नाम. Send करो. That's it. Okay. Send. If you have doubts, just raise your hand.
Payment center ensure.
Ensure.
Training center.
Ensure.
Where are link?
Okay.
The training center is.
Ensure. Start. After the exam, you can leave, okay?
There is one more page, there are no mobile.
And just clicking picture.
Just mobile illa. Okay.
Ensure.
Training center again, वो ये है ना ये.
Training center ensure. No discussion, okay, no discussion. Hey, Manda, good. Okay. I think everybody got the link, right?
Complete next.
Next. Look. You are watching, okay? You are watching? No, you are watching. That's why I just precious. Okay. Stroke rotation. He said that stroke rotation means what? This one. Here no sanitizer. Here sanitizer is this, but it's the over. And this one is
Yes, you are.
what happened? Next. Go next. First we need to what? First apply what kind of sanitizer was tissue. Done.
Yes.
Wait, okay? So what you put them to me?
के बाद भी दिखाता है ऑलरेडी डन हो
Finish.
Why now? Dan last